Hey everybody, my name is Ivica. Thank you so much for joining me on the latest episode of I'm Gaming Podcast. This is a podcast about the video game industry, entrepreneurship, gaming nostalgia, events taking place in the Republic of Serbia right now, and many more things I find to be relevant. And this is episode 261, and it's all about the student protests currently ongoing in my home country, which is the Republic of Serbia. More precisely, the huge student protest that took place yesterday and today, blocking all three major bridges in Novi Sad, the second largest city, all because of the railway canopy, concrete canopy collapse on November 1st, 2024, when 15 people lost their lives and 2 were seriously injured. These protests began now months ago when the students simply wanted to get accountability and the rule of law in place due to the same horrible event taking place. And they snowballed, continue to grow. Presently, they include a lot of people from different professions, all walks of life, everyone who is looking to basically get justice and get a society where stuff like this does not happen in a manner that did and does not happen again in a manner that can practically guarantee that similar events of mishandling of funds, of corruption, of nepotism, of many more horrible elements that have plagued our society for more than a decade are going to lead to new tragedies. The students are adamant. We're as professors, I'm as a professor or assistant professor, I'm a docent at the Academy of Arts in Novi Sad, are fully supporting the same student movement, and we, just like them, want to live in a just, fair, law-abiding society, which is necessary for all of us, not just for some of us, because we all share the same roads, we all share the same infrastructure. No one has their private roads, no one has their private railways, no one has their private institutions with their private buildings. We all share the same risks, and we should all be able to collectively diminish those risks by stifling out corruption, by pressing on unfair, unlawful, criminal activities that led to all of this. So a complete and total support for the students on my part, and also I'm making this episode so I can bring a bit more attention on the international scale to what's happening in Serbia presently and why is it relevant not just for the country but also for the region and many other places which desperately seek a re-establishment or reaffirming the process of reaffirming the civil society and the values of civil society, which is justice, shared responsibility, taking up that responsibility, transparency, the liberty of media, fair and free elections, and many other things that have been going down gradually but still visibly in Serbia in the last decade. The civil society that the students and young people are kind of restarting here is essential in my view and is a win-win for everyone, apart from a tiny minority that is on the downturn no matter what, because it's impossible to organize a country in the long term on corrupt, nepotic, unable to fulfill because of other kind of priorities, their duties and their responsibilities type of government in the long term. This always leads to some kind of an implosion, always leads to a lot of problems historically speaking, and now students are saying we want to change that, we don't want it to end over a course of years or maybe decades. It will end nonetheless, but we want to change this system and we want to change it for the better. I think that's essential and really important, not just again for Novi Sad, for Belgrade, for all the Serbian cities, all the cities located in the Republic of Serbia, but for the whole region, even outside of the region. On a global level, students are sending a message: accountability, responsibility, justice, enforcement of laws is the way to go for any country, no matter the system, no matter the concept, no matter the context, because that's the basic of civil society. And we all understand, no matter how we're raised up, where we are culturally, that these elements of civil society are a good thing and a necessary thing for all of us to be safe, prosperous, and content with the place we're living and to have the ability, the possibility, the capability to improve stuff when it's necessary. Right now, it's absolutely necessary to improve the stuff in Serbia. That's why I fully support the student protests, and I hope they will provide the students and everyone else, all of us included, with the results that are not just desired but are necessary. That's all for this episode. It's a kind of a different episode, but still one that I wanted to create. I think it's important, especially to send this message out outside of Serbia, outside of even region of the Balkans, to in the entire world, because it's more than relevant for so many places in the present decade of the 21st century. My name is Ivica. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great week. Thank you again for being here. If you didn't subscribe, consider subscribing, and I'll see you in precisely 7 days from now. Until then, bye bye.